Okay, I put it off long enough. Let's get these damn wires organized. I've got the wires organized, cleaned up, and I got the carpet back here removed. I still got to take these handles out. I got the ratchet and socket that fits, but I ran out of the muscle that you need to make that thing work. So I got a few bolts out. I just got really tired. That's what I'm working on right now. And this is the top section. This is the bottom section. Subwoofers. This is the port, comes down to here somewhere. This is a cavity underneath the top section where the battery is going to be located. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be approximately 70 inches. I'm not sure on this one yet. The top dimensions I'm not 100% on. The bottom will be 48 by 48 by somewhere around 19. The port will be I don't know, it will probably be 6 inches by like 24 or something like that. It'll be 144 square inches of port, 20 something inches long. Anyway, subwoofers here, and what I'm thinking is we'll come in and build this side piece, and the top and the bottom on the other side, so we'll have one big huge shell, and then I'll figure out the measurement here and here so I can get this measurement, and then I'll build a wall up here to set this on, a stand underneath this part, and we'll bring this piece in, set it in its position, jack up the back of it to wherever it needs to go, get it level, get it locked in, and bolt it down. Therefore this wall will be in place, this port will be in place, the ceiling will be connected, the floor will have its connection points. Then I've got an idea for building a deal in here to put the baffle in. And when I do that, we'll slide the baffle in with the port built into it and mount the subs mounted too. And if everything works out the way I think it will, this will not be a permanent arrangement, so we can actually come in here, remove the screws that are in place to hold everything locked down, and slide the baffle back out with this back wall attached to it and the port attached to it, and then pull these props out from underneath, pry this away from the roof, boom, drop it down, and the whole thing can come back out if we needed to. Or we can just disconnect the back here and the attachment points here and slide the baffle and the back out to potentially change subs without having to crawl through this hole. So anyway, this is the plan generally that I'm working on. seats back in. We have enough room for 70-inch material to ride back here, and it's 70 inches to the seat back right there. Depending on where exactly you measure it, but from right up in here to there, 70 inches. So that gives me enough room for everything to work in theory. And then down below, underneath where I showed you guys the picture of what I'm drawing out, that section there is about 6-inch drop from here down, right in this area here. It drops down about 6 inches, and then we're also going to be adding about 18 inches. So we'll have 24 inches of space between the bottom of the enclosure to the floor, and then about 22 or so inches from the what goes all the way down to the ground to what goes forward. So there's going to be a space here that's going to be like 22 by 24 that goes from side to side. There'll be a huge amount of space in there, and I'm doing that because that helps with the differential between the bottom part of the sixth and the top part of the sixth. So we want to have that differential. Now if I at some point decide to run 6, then we'll have to carry that box on forward and try to accommodate those other 2 subs with that airspace. So is it possible? The answer to that question is a maybe. It's a no/maybe. That's what it is. There'll be some sacrifices that have to be made to make that work, but theoretically, maybe. Now that leaves me enough space in the Tahoe to carry 70-inch lumber, which means I can go pick up the plywood, get it cut to 70 inches, have 26 inches left over off each cut, and I can cut 2 to 48 inches for the baffle. So that's one sheet. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more sheets cut at 70 inches. Oh, not 70. I'll figure it out. I don't know. But I can haul all that shit in the back of the Tahoe. Once I get it cut, I can get it loaded at Lowe's. I can get it cut and loaded at Lowe's. And then I can call Chris over to unload it if I need to. But I can spend the whole day unloading it one piece at a time, very slowly, and get it done also. You know, if I can, I don't know. I may be able to. We'll find out. It is what it is, man. I know that whenever I go to assembling this thing, I'm going to need help with that. Most certainly. I think I'm going to do brackets in places which will help hold things in place until I can do the stuff with the glue and the screws and the brads to hold it all together while the glue dries. But I'm going to create a big kind of cumbersome shell to start with, and it's probably going to be maximum outside dimensions, and then I'm going to layer it from the inside. So that's kind of the idea I have. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how this all goes down, but I've got some ideas. They may all get kicked to the curb when I start building, but for now, we got ideas.